It's the newly minted league MVP, Sam Castronova. And what did he do last week? Well, he threw for 8 touchdowns. And how about ran for 2 more scores in the semifinal win over Salina?
We saw that catch by Dwayne Brown. Maybe the play of the season as time expired in the first half. A big score there for the Firebirds, able to move on the ground. Wants to show that he's the best player in AF1 in 2025. His team might be the best team when 4 quarters wrap up here.
2nd and goal from the 6 for Castronova and the Firebirds offense. Castronova with his legs, he's going to run it in for the touchdown. Sam Castronova.
I'm here after Albany Firebirds 60-57 championship win against the Nashville Cats, and I'm with MVP quarterback Sam Castronova. Sam, what does it mean to win a game?
This is the guy right here.
First team all league right there,
There
that
you
guy.
go. What does it mean to bring a championship to Albany?
It means the world. I mean, I'm so glad to be able to do this in Albany, have the game here in front of the fans that have taken such good care of us this year. It means the world.
The network. Thank you, Firebirds fans, for following us to the Firebirds Media Network. My name is Adam Samarov, and I'm one of your co-hosts. To my left is Chris Ipperly, my co-host, and we are excited to welcome as our first guest on the Firebirds Media Network, reigning Arena Football 1 MVP, reigning MVP of the Arena Crown, and all together great guy, Sam Castronova, QB1. Sam, how are we doing tonight, man?
Doing great, guys. Thanks for having me. Excited to be the first guest.
Excellent. So just you saw that video, the last thing I talked to you after you won the championship, what you thought about bringing the championship back to Albany. Well, you have had one hell of a few months. Tell me what's been going on, between, championship, moving up to the UFL and that whole process. What's been going on the last few months for you?
Yeah, I mean, been talking to a GM in the UFL since before last season, actually, after the previous season when I was in San Antonio, and he liked me a lot and worked out for him. Things didn't work out, and then he eventually signed me after the 2025 season. So I was super excited, take a next step, kind of. I was telling people kind of almost got called up to AAA after 4 or 5 years of arena football, and things just kind of went a little weird. He got fired, but they brought him back as a scouting director. But he told me he didn't have nearly any say anymore. All the coaches had the final say. He just gave the grades on players. So they did a whole redraft. My team I signed with didn't even exist anymore. They went to 3 new teams. So kind of basically just got the short end of the stick at the end of the day. And me and all the other guys that kind of signed along with me that I told them about. So unfortunate as far as our career paths, but fortunate to have a home that we can come back to that will welcome us with open arms, and we're super grateful for that.
I think, it's one of those things too, where you look at it and go, hey, like they noticed me at the next level, kind of doing that, moving up to AAA, kind of a thing, and that not only you, but, some of your teammates as well. Just talk about, being a part of, those conversations, just to say, look, like my talents can take me all the way up, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm confident in my abilities. I think my track record's shown that I'm a winner, and I can do it at the highest level. But I was putting some stats together just to try and give a final push to all these coaches to draft me, and I think I added it up, and in the last 4 seasons I had 345 touchdowns. So that was a pretty cool stat to go back on in 4 years, almost 350 touchdowns. But no, I mean, I think the proof is in the pudding, and I think we all, especially the guys that got signed, even some guys on defense too, deserve a shot at the next level. But there's kind of a weird stigma on arena football right now. It's not quite what it once was back in the day. So hopefully as the league kind of goes along, it seems like it's moving more and more in the right direction. And hopefully it can get even more of a, stamp for, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
Like guys going to the next level.
Yeah. Just, respectability and whatnot.
Right. And I think too, listen, we're from Albany. We follow Albany. There's a reason why. I like to think there's a reason why that you're back, and there's a reason why the people saw you. I think stability is a really big thing, and Albany does it right. Obviously, you've been here. What is this technically?
Year 3, 4. Yeah,
it'll be 3.5. Yeah,
3.5.
Yeah, half year. Right.
Is that a Buffalo Sabres hat, by the way?
course it is. Of course it is.
They're on a roll, baby.
Yeah, listen, I'm my stop. My dad went to Buffalo State before I was born. They lived in Hamburg, so but Western New York is in my heart always. It's a blessing and a curse. I think more of a blessing than a curse. But
Yes.
so going back 4 years ago to now, like what has led you to those 345 touchdowns? Obviously, you started with 0, and now you have 345. What led you to the point where you're like, A, I can do this, B, I arrived, and C, I'm really good at this. Like, what was the catalyst to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think deep down I always knew I had the talent. It was first off, it was just learning the game of arena football. It's so much different than when I was in college. I mean, it's a completely different game. You're throwing the football, but half the size field. It happens so much faster. You got a man in motion, so the defenses are just different. So I think that was learned a lot my rookie year when I was in Carolina. A lot of what not to do as well.
Right. Yeah.
And then learned a lot my second year in Albany under Coach Ware. Prince taught me a bunch. He was an arena vet, and Mike Faithful, the QB that was here before me. And then under some weird circumstances, Faithful ended up leaving the team, and I was starting week 2. And Coach Manas was freaking out. You could tell every day, what are we going to do? This kid's going to, oh, we're screwed. And then I think I had 7 touchdowns against the Sharks. We won in overtime. And then once that game, I think that just gave me the confidence I needed moving forward. We had a little bit of a rough start or a rough patch in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
We lost a couple games, but we were still putting up a lot of numbers on offense. So I think that, and then finally winning that championship that year, I think, and then the next year, I think we were going to run it back in Albany, but obviously we know some crazy stuff happened going down to Jacksonville, doing it with a different team. Nobody other than Wade, that was with me in Albany, doing it again there with even better numbers. So I think that was, like I said, just confidence and whatnot, building that and learning the game. And now this is going to be my my fifth year, Carolina, Albany, Jacksonville, San Antonio. No, my 6th year.
All right,
sixth year of arena football.
All right, go ahead.
fifth-
Go ahead.
And I was just gonna say my 5th year playing with this game. I played 1 year in the IFL. I don't like those rules. I don't like they run the ball a ton. I will say I played in the IFL 1 year and I set the single season passing yards record. So get in, get out, do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. Put more ink on paper. Right?
Yeah.
So with those 345 total touchdowns, you got a chance obviously to put up a ton more this year here in Albany. How much have you been keeping an eye on Albany? Knowing, okay, the stuff with UFL is kind of, up in the air, that kind of thing. What was going on there in terms of, hey, what's Coach Ware doing? How is Albany kind of making some moves?
Yeah, I mean, I have been in contact with Coach Ware. We still talk every now and then, maybe a couple times every couple weeks or whatnot. And obviously, I still follow Albany and you guys and everything on the social. So I've seen some new teams coming in. I've seen some new players getting signed, and it looks super exciting. So I always keep my tabs on you guys, and I knew there was a possibility that I could be back there with how things could. I've gotten kind of shafted in the past as far as the UFL goes, or XFL. I mean, it's happened before, and I was kind of holding out hope it wouldn't happen this time, but I'm used to it at this point. So, you kind of don't count all your eggs before they hatch. So yeah, I was keeping tabs, and obviously the AF1 added, was it 4 new teams? A couple of teams went away, but it added 3 or 4 new teams, and
Minnesota, Beaumont,
Michigan, and Kentucky.
Oceanside and Kentucky.
Yeah, so 5.
Yeah.
5, yeah. So it looks super exciting, and obviously with some new partners coming in and whatnot. So yeah, I was excited. I was excited for Albany just in general, and now it's excited that I'm a part of it.
I have a question that kind of goes back to your experience. I'm as a vet, where do you feel that you fall into helping the new generation? Like, how much do you feel like that's a responsibility for you personally?
Oh, it's a big responsibility, especially with the rookies and whatnot. I mean, even Dwayne last year coming into camp, like I wasn't in the AF1 2 years ago, so I didn't know a bunch about him. I thought he was like Billings' best receiver by far, like whatnot. And come to find out, it was kind of by committee over there. He told me he had gone in high motion like 8 times all year.
Oh, no way.
And now he's going to be our middleman. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. So me and Coach, we were working with him a lot, and he was a quick learner and picked it up. Obviously, no problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, even I was teaching him a lot of things, and throughout camp, we would have a lot of miscommunications that we worked on, and obviously once the season came along, you saw it was pretty smooth. But yeah, I mean, especially with these rookies and whatnot, that's what's different. It being my 6th year versus my first or second year, like now I'm the guy that is teaching these guys. These guys are looking up to, instead of me learning from Prince, learning from Faith, or learning from Coach Ware, stuff like that. I'm teaching these guys stuff. So yeah, it's different. It's more responsibility on my shoulders, but I mean, it's year 6. That's why I'm here. That's what I do.
So you see, guys, obviously DB3 coming back. Some of these other, players coming back. Markel, goes to Jacksonville. But then you got some other new guys coming in. Tyrese Chambers, we talked to, a couple weeks ago. Dom and Ali, we talked to before that. Just talk about, seeing some of these new guys coming in and be like, talk about what you're seeing and what you're thinking about, these new guys and being, kind of the ringleader of that process once you get back into Albany.
Yeah, I mean, first you got the offensive player of the year coming back. He's our middle guy, so that helps. Towns is coming back.
Yeah.
He's electric, and anytime you can get the ball with the defender within that's a little bit away from him, he's probably gonna make the first guy miss. So those guys make me look good. That's very nice to have. And then those other guys I played against, I think Tyrese in the IFL a couple years ago. He's a good ball player, and some of these new guys I don't quite know as well, but we're excited to have him and excited to get to work.
We got number 7 back too.
That's right. That happened today.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys. I knew that, but I didn't know if you guys knew that, so I wasn't going to say anything.
No.
Yes.
The team put it out. I don't know, around.
Oh, that's right. It was on Instagram. Yeah. So yeah, that guy, he's nice after the catch too. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I think again from somebody who just watches, you guys play very rarely, obviously see practices, but DT, good luck, tackling him in the open field. Nobody wants to tackle Isaiah for a much different reason.
And the fact that he's 6'2" and can run as fast as he can, it's a pretty rare combination. And we went to Tulsa together after the season last year, got to play even more. So our chemistry's off the charts. So I'm really excited to see what year 2 we can even improve on, because we felt like we were just kind of hitting our stride towards the end of the season last year, and hopefully we can continue to grow on that.
One final question for me is, what are some goals for you for 2026? And you're not allowed to say the championship because everybody wants to win the championship. What are some goals personally and professionally for you in 2026?
Well, I guess I won't say championship, but I would like to go undefeated again. That was cool. That was my first time ever doing that, and it'd be nice to do that. It'd be really nice open the season 2-0, especially against the 2 champions in the other leagues that are coming to join us, come in and kind of teach them a lesson, hopefully. So yeah, those are a couple of things. As far as personally, I don't really. I mean, it sounds corny, but I've done a lot of that stuff already. So I just want to come in and compete and stay healthy and have fun and teach these guys what they can learn in arena football and continue to grow with all of them. It's fun. It's fun to do it together. I don't know how many more years I have left doing this. So that's what I'm excited about.
Well, we'd love to have you back in Albany and love to see you tear it up one more time in 2026. Sam, we appreciate you coming on, and we look forward to talking to you when camp starts here in about 6 weeks or 7 weeks. And we're looking forward to it, of course.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. Go Birds. Go Seahawks. Not a Seahawks fan. Just absolutely hate the Patriots. And thank you guys for having me.
Work, guys.
Listen, there is no other choice. It's Sam Darnold or bust. We're putting everything in Sam Darnold's hands. So
it's just Sam. It's Sam's hands.
Drake May is going to be seeing ghosts.
We can.